What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are here for the 10th installment in the Marvel Studios, the first 10 years, Marvel Legends action figure video review, Marvel Legends series. This is it. 10 of 10. Well, technically, once I get Ultron, it'll be out of 11. But for now, this is the finale. This is Infinity War. This is the set that I was waiting for. Unfortunately, this has been on clearance at Target for like $35 US or something crazy like that. It hurts the brain to think about it, but I got a pretty good deal on this. I tried to see if I could find a good deal at Fan Expo, and I did. I was pretty pleased. But enough chat. We have 3 figures to review. We have the Thanos Build-A-Figure. We have the Mark 50 Infinity War that was single packed in the... Oh yeah, in the Thanos wave. I was trying to remember which wave it came out in. It came in the Thanos wave, but it didn't have a Build-A-Figure piece in it. It was just Stark by himself, by his lonesome, in the Mark 50 suit of armor. Okay, enough chat. Let's go. Let's get in here. Infinity War. Here we go. We've got some figs on the side to also compare. Here's the Mark 50 with light up. Please light up. It's supposed to light up. Why isn't it lighting up? What? It lit up when I bought it. That's severely disappointing. I hope the batteries aren't leaking already. Light up! Oh, there we go. Oh, it's this button. Here I am trying to push on the arc reactor, and you're supposed to push the button down here. Smart guy. Then we move over to Mr. Thanos. He does not look happy. And then this is going to be my first MCU Doctor Strange. There is a Marvel Legends MCU Doctor Strange that has been released. I do not own it. I wish I did, because then I'd be one step closer to building Dormammu to build a figure. The mural piece? What have I been calling that? Collage. Here's a summary of Infinity War. Yeah, pretty much. That one's okay. That one's acceptable. There's the movie poster for Infinity War. Iron Man Mark 50 summary. Pause the video if you want to read that. Thanos. Pause the video if you want to read that. And Dr. Stephen Strange. Pause the video if you want to read that. Here we go. No turning back now. The package is open. We're opening opposite of the collage so we can maintain a nice look on the shelf where all these boxes are lined up. Oh, look. This one comes with instructions. Marvel Studios the first 10 years. Iron Man Mark 50. Push here. You would think they'd put that on the back, because here I am like a dummy and pushing on the arc reactor. 3 1.5 volt A76 batteries, LR44 batteries. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. Don't worry about it. We are going to start with Doctor Strange. Why? Because I don't have one, and I want to check this one out. There's nothing to compare him to. Like, I have the astral form Doctor Strange, but that's not going to compare, at least not on camera, very easily to this one. So he comes out pretty easily, minus his cape. He does have the Time Stone. If I have to choose between you and the Time Stone, I'm choosing the Time Stone. Not a very nice thing to say to somebody you've just met. He has the Time Stone effects on his hand. Why does he have the Time Stone effects on his hand when he only uses it when he's in meditation when they're going to lose? He doesn't actually do this in the movie. An odd choice, Hasbro. An odd choice. It's an okay likeness. The face is a bit long, I feel. It's an okay likeness of Mr. Benedict Cumberbatch, who voices the Grinch. That movie wasn't that great. Okay, let's start. Let's just do this. Head moves up a good amount, so we can look up at the spaceship that the Ebony Maw and Cull Obsidian come out of. The shoulders are stiff. They're tight. Oh my goodness, that one's not moving. That one moves up that far. I'm assuming this one moves up just as far, but it is, yeah, I'm moving this joint instead of moving the arm up. Upper bicep has a swivel. We've got double jointed elbows. We've got a wrist swivel and pivot inwards. So you can practice your moves of the mystic arts when you summon the winds of Watum. No ab crunch, but he does have a waist crunch. I'm trying to figure this out here. He's got a waist swivel. Unusual, you don't see that very much. This skirting, I don't know what else to call it, is not attached to the figure, but it is very snug. You'd have to take the torso off to get this thing off, and it's pretty hard molding, so you can't move the legs very much. Kicking forward as well makes it difficult because of the skirting. He does have double, oh my goodness, he's stiff. Double jointed knees. That's a good look. That's okay. And does he have a boot cut? He has a boot cut. So it makes upper thigh cut. Yes, upper thigh cut and a boot cut. Yep, so posing this will be quite easy to do. Toes point up that far and down that far. Good flying poses and ankle pivot. On Doctor Stephen Strange, don't drop this. Don't drop the time stone. It's hard to find when you drop it. Don't ask me how I know that. Just take my word on it. You have to fold the cape to get it out. On one of my Thor capes that was like that, there was some damage from the packaging, so I'm just checking. This one looks okay because of how sharp the edge of the packaging was. One of my Thors, I don't even remember which one it was. The cape was damaged because of it, which was unfortunate. So there's a little peg on his back, or a hole on his back for the peg in the cloak. There he is with the cloak. This doesn't come off, but he comes with an other fist for the other hand. This is a weird toy. He comes with a fist for this hand, but nothing to replace this hand. He doesn't do this the whole movie. And we've got this astral effect. This is his normal combat astral effect. Oh my goodness gracious. How much tape did you need, guys? Oh man. Holy smokes, that was ridiculous. Put that right back there. So the extra hand is so he can hold this, presumably. Presumably. I don't know. It doesn't look that great. Because the hand is a trigger hand. It's not just a straight up and down fisted hand. I guess you could get sneaky. If you wanted to get sneaky, you could just do this, guys. If you're like me and you don't like the fact that he's got the time stone hand, you could just do this. Hey! I hope I'm not the first person to think of that, because that's kind of ridiculous. Right? Does that look dynamic enough? I feel like I want to put him in a dynamic pose to make up for how ridiculous it is that he comes with just the time hands. Instead of jazz hands, he's got time hands. Hey, that's not bad. You know what? I'm actually pretty pleased with this figure now. You can cover it up with the combat spell thing. I like it. And then we've got an extra hand. Okay, that's it for Dr. Stephen Strange. Let's move on to... what should we do next? Let's do Thanos. Let's do the big baddie. Oh, that's the look on his face when he's trying to come out of the package. Like he's, you know, like he needs to go drink some X-Lax or something. here is Thanos. This guy's big. I like it. I like it a lot. There's lots of videos that review the Build-A-Figure with this one, and I like this one better. It's a better shade of purple. Let's get a close look at this face. This is if you were to go and look up in the dictionary the expression grimace, this is what that expression looks like. This is a grimace, and this is when he's talking to Gamora. Pensive. Let's get this guy over here. So with my lighting, you can see pretty clearly Build-A-Figure Thanos is a darker kind of bluish purple than this Thanos. This one looks better. This smile, this is like a smirk. It's kind of weird. We've got some nice differences on the Infinity Gauntlet. This hand is open. On this new figure, it's a little bit more bronze. This one's a little bit more yellow, I guess you'd say. This one looks like it's more screen accurate, the coloring. Anyway, but I like it. I like it a lot. I just noticed on my Build-A-Figure that this is probably at a weird angle. That's because I was making him fight Tony Stark. Let's just put them straight up and down, right beside each other. Put your hands down, Mr. Thanos. Hands down. Same articulation in the arms. These arms are identical, it would seem. They look pretty darn close. I'd say these are identical arms. These shoulders are identical. Yep. The arms are identical. The only thing different is the hand. The closed fisted hand and the open fisted hand on that Thanos. So the articulation should be similar then. Yeah, even the chest is identical. The skirting is similar. Let's fix this guy. There we go. Bring this down a smidge. It's not moving for me. Not sure why. Yeah, all identical except for the paint apps, I guess. That's okay. There is some nice detailing here, though. Let me see if you... Yeah, there you go. You can pick that up a little bit. That's interesting. That's missing from this figure. So, this Thanos looks up this far, looks down this far. It's going to be the same as the Build-A-Figure. Same range of motion. Hopefully the difference, though, is this one won't come apart as easy, because when you try to do this with a Build-A-Figure, the arms just pop right off. Upper bicep, single jointed elbows. Bigger figures usually just have single jointed stuff. Regular articulation you'd expect. Yep. Regular articulation. Ab crunch. Waist swivel. Hip joints. Kicks forward. Kicks only back so far. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. No boot cut. We've got up that far, down that far, and we've got ankle pivot. This one's like the heavy metal version, and this one's just like mellow. Woohoo! Yeah, this one's the winner. The new one is the winner. Definitely like it a lot. We're gonna put this guy here. I'm gonna move this guy out of the way, because we have another comparison to do here. Here is the light up arc reactor Mark 50. How are you supposed to get those out? These are tricky. How are you supposed to get these out? There we go. Gotta get in from behind and push it from the bottom and grab a hold of it and pull it out like that. These hands are tricky too. Gotta push them from the back. Extra fisted hands. I think this one came with extra hands. I don't remember anymore. I completely... Okay, we're going to straighten out this Mark 50. I'm going to try to. That's as far as that goes. That doesn't sound right. His arms should... There we go. They should go all the way down. Oh yeah, no, this one does come with extra hands because these hands don't have any swivel in them. These ones are just designed for blasting people. So we'll compare them like this. There's the single pack figure, and here's the 3-pack figure with the light up arc reactor. I don't know why it's blue though. Is it blue in the movie? I can't remember. This figure looks up so far, looks down all the way, very far. Same issues that I had with this one, I have with this one, which makes sense because they're pretty much the exact same molding. It looks like. Look to be the same sculpt. Shoulders on this one are going to probably be just as stiff as on that one. They are very, very stiff for some reason. We've got upper bicep swivel. We've got double jointed elbows. We've got probably identical hands, right? Yep. Identical hands that do not have any wrist movement to them. So this one's going to be for blasting people. Particularly Thanos, right in the face. Obviously... Oh. What is this? What is this? Is there something in the instructions about this? I didn't notice that in the instructions. What does it say? So with the switch to the left, press chest for 5 seconds of light. And with the switch to the right, press chest button for 15 seconds of light. Hold button for 3 seconds. Hold button for 3 seconds for 15 minutes of light. What the ridiculous? Why would anybody need 15 minutes of light out of this figure? All right, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. That should stay on for the rest of the video, at least. Same as this one on the hip joints. Not too much range of motion there. That's okay. He's not a gymnast or anything. He's Tony Stark. Upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. I always get worried I'm going to break something when I do that. Toes go that far. And up this far. Double jointed. Sorry. And ankle pivot. The legs look to be the same, so it's just a different torso. Arms are the same, head's the same. Paint apps are basically the same. The silver detailing is a little darker on this one. So like for example here on the side, this is darker than the first one. This one looks kind of comical up on a shelf. It's not the right kind of red. It's kind of a cherry red. This one's a little bit better. You can kind of see the red that you want in the figure here. And this just looks kind of cartoony, this red down here. But I've seen people do some modding, do some painting, and make theirs look a lot better. Which someday in the future, maybe if I get around to it, I get some time to do it, I will do that too. But until then, I'm perfectly happy sticking these guys on the shelf just the way they are. Regular blue blast effects. I'm fine with the blue blast effects. I'm just confused why they changed color. The older Iron Man figures come with orange blast effects. And now the Iron Man figures come with blue blast effects. So I don't understand why that changed. Why they had to do it differently. So we'll put these guys like this. We've compared with the original figures. I need more space here. Let's move this Iron Man off a little bit more. Let's move Thanos, because this Thanos is so big. And we've got a few comparisons here. We've got Spider-Man. That's a good height contrast. Spider-Man is much smaller than Thanos. That's really good. But I think Spider-Man is too close to being Doctor Strange's height. I think he's supposed to be a lot shorter than that. Hello. Yeah, I guess it is 15 minutes of light. It's still going. So there's Spider-Man. What else we got? We have Ant-Man. Wait a minute. Ant-Man's not in Infinity War. Get out of here. We have the Hulk, who fights Thanos briefly, and then gets sent back to Earth, where he proceeds to not want to come out anymore. Out of Banner, that is. Doesn't want to come out of Banner. Pretty decent. They're about the same height, I guess, in the film. And lastly, one last size comparison that I wanted to do. The Hulkbuster. That is a big figure. Thanos stands pretty tall. Alright guys, that's all I got for you. This is the right red. This is the wrong red. Look at this red. Look at that. I think you can see it in the shot there. Maybe down here is better. This is like bright candy red, and this is the right, almost the right kind of hot rod red that you want in your Iron Man figures. At least that I want in my Iron Man figures. You can want what you want. I know what I want. Let's put Doctor Strange back in the shot. Let's cover up this poor film continuity, because it doesn't happen like that in the film. That is it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. So happy to finally get these figures out and freed from their plastic prison. This light is still going. 15 minutes of light. I have no idea why they would do that. It's cool. I get it, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked the video, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me. Please be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time.